Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We're glad that you're here. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
Together, we're Backyard Musings, the Science and Technology channel.
Yeah, and today as I mentioned earlier, we were talking about a health topic this afternoon, and this is a great thing. Being able to uncover diseases and hopefully be able to cure these diseases and figure out what's going on. But this one's a big one. This affects a lot of people, whether you're sick right now or not. You may have issues with this. So anyway.
Scientists have uncovered why severely damaged livers can continue failing even after a person stops drinking alcohol. The human liver is famous for its ability to regenerate. Ancient myths even reference its seemingly endless capacity to heal. But in people with severe alcohol-related liver disease, that recovery system can suddenly fail, leaving the organ unable to repair itself even after drinking stops. Now, scientists at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, Duke University, and the Chan Zuckerberg Biohub Chicago say they have uncovered a major reason why. Would you like to know more?
Hey, is that Zuckerberg's wife's name?
I think so.
Okay. In a study published on September 10th of last year in Nature Communications, the researchers found that chronic alcohol damage traps liver cells in a dysfunctional in-between state. Instead of fully regenerating or continuing their normal jobs, the cells become stuck midway through the repair process, gradually contributing to liver failure. So yeah, the body is a kind of a really cool thing, right? For a lot of stuff, it'll repair itself. It takes time, right? Cut yourself, put a Band-Aid on it. A few days later, cut sealed up.
Break a bone, it'll heal.
Yep, it'll heal with a little help from a cast maybe, or keeping it immobile. But there are certain things that we just continually seem to want to abuse our body, and that would be, like, I remember David Crosby from Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young fame, liver cancer, and he was a chronic drug user and alcoholic, and he wanted a liver transplant, and everybody was saying, hey, why would we want to give this guy a liver transplant? He's abused his body. There's a lot of people out there that have the same issue, that didn't abuse their body. They just have just bad luck or whatever. And he ended up getting his liver transplant, and it extended his life. He ended up dying anyway, but we all die. But yeah, Mickey Mantle, same way, right? Just abused his body. But yeah, there are certain things that will regenerate, take care of themselves, but some of this stuff, you just can't abuse your body, right? Word of wisdom. Okay.
The discovery sheds light on one of the deadliest forms of liver disease and could eventually lead to new treatments that help damaged livers recover without transplantation. Under normal conditions, the liver can regrow after injury or even after part of it surgically removed. To do this, mature liver cells temporarily rewind into a more flexible, fetal-like state that allows them to multiply before returning to their specialized roles.
But the new research shows that in alcohol-associated hepatitis and cirrhosis, the process breaks down halfway through. Instead of completing regeneration, liver cells become trapped in a stalled state that is neither fully functional nor capable of healthy growth.
Quote, they are neither functional adult cells nor proliferative progenitor cells. Since they are not functioning, more pressure builds on the remaining cells, so they try to regenerate, and they're all ending up in this unproductive quasi-progenitive state. And that's what is causing liver failure, said University of Illinois graduate student Ulas Chembazi and Sushant Bangru, co-first authors of the study. I'm not making those names up.
Okay, this may help explain a frustrating medical mystery. Doctors have long observed that some patients continue progressing towards liver failure even after they stop drinking alcohol entirely. Again, it's like one of those deals, the damage is done, right? You shouldn't have started to begin with. And I'm not saying people shouldn't drink, believe me, I'm not judging by any means, but there's consequences, right? Today, liver transplantation is often the only life-saving option once advanced liver failure develops.
To understand what was happening inside diseased livers, the researchers analyzed healthy and damaged human liver tissue using several advanced genetic tools, including RNA sequencing and chromatin accessibility profiling. Their investigation pointed to a hidden problem deep inside the cell's genetic machinery: widespread RNA missplicing.
Before cells can build proteins, RNA instructions copied from DNA must be edited through a process called splicing. Scientists often compare the process to film editing, where sections are cut and rearranged to produce a working final product. If the editing goes wrong, cells may still produce proteins, but the proteins can malfunction or end up in the wrong location.
The team discovered that alcohol-associated liver disease disrupts this editing system across thousands of genes. One protein drew particular attention: ESRP2, a molecule that helps control how RNA is spliced in liver cells. Diseased livers had sharply reduced levels of ESRP2, and the consequences were severe.
Without proper splicing, critical proteins involved in liver repair lost the molecular instructions that tell them where to go inside the cell. Some became stranded in the cytoplasm instead of reaching the nucleus, where they normally activate regeneration programs. The researchers traced the program even further and found that chronic inflammation appears to drive the entire breakdown.
As alcohol damages liver tissue, immune cells and structural support cells flood the organ and increase inflammatory molecules, including high levels of TGF-beta, a signaling protein known to influence wound healing and scarring. That inflammatory environment suppresses ESRP2 and interferes with normal regeneration pathways, including the WNT and Hippo signaling systems that help control cell growth and tissue repair.
Over time, the liver becomes crowded with abnormal quasi-progenitor cells that no longer carry out essential liver functions such as detoxification. And that's basically what the liver's for, right? It's like a filter. In experiments using liver cell cultures, the scientists blocked one of the inflammatory signaling pathways and saw ESRP2 levels rebound. RNA splicing also improved, suggesting the damage may not be irreversible. It's good news.
Yeah. The findings could open the door to a completely different strategy for treating alcohol-related liver disease. Rather than focusing only on symptoms or scar tissue, future therapies might target the molecular signals disrupting RNA splicing and regeneration itself.
The study also suggests that misspliced RNA molecules could someday serve as early warning biomarkers, helping doctors identify which patients are at greater risk of progressing towards liver failure.
Alcohol-associated liver disease is currently one of the leading causes of liver-related death worldwide, contributing to roughly 3 million deaths each year. Man. Cases of severe alcohol-associated hepatitis have also risen sharply in recent years, particularly among younger adults. Researchers say understanding why the liver loses its regenerative power could ultimately change how these patients are treated and healed.
Yep.
3 million. Man.
That's a lot of people. I wonder how many of those are associated with, well, I guess it says it. They're pretty much all alcohol-associated liver disease, right?
Yeah.
So there may be more that are not.
Like hepatitis affects the liver.
Yeah, I know people that have had liver issues and they've never had a drop alcohol in their life. So it just happens. It's a sad deal. But gotta have a liver, man. It's one of those gotta have organs. So,
and don't think of donating your liver to a 6-month-old baby, because your liver is way too big to fit into a baby's body. So think about that if you're thinking about donating.
Yep. Okay.
Right, folks.
Good story.
Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you tomorrow.
Take care, everyone. Thanks. Have a good evening.